Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to participate round 2 in the second season of the 2022 series in the Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturers Cup on Gran Turismo 7. Here we are once again. Since we have participated from Test Season 2 in Round 4, we'll be going in to be at High Speed Ring for the Group 4 class is about to get ready to go. Today's forecast is going to be on a bright and sunny day ever since we enjoyed to be on the ring condition to become challenging and much to be intense to be outfitted with some racing tires on the intermediate or heavy wet. So now, coming in to be on the recap from round 1 at the Trial Mountain Circuit located in the Sierra Mountains in America. But it turns out that the Group 3 class becomes very much excellent and go clean racing. But mostly for any few attempts, it's going to be doing some hard work before it ends up to be on the number 6 spot. But clearly, the clip is doing much okay, but until the glitch part might be skipped in by the interruption. But don't worry, because the replay might have to be put up to be as a substitute for a full amount of time. So let's go to Japan and take on in the high speed ring for the second time in the Manufacturers Cup to be on the Group 4 class once again. But however, it turns out to have some different choices. We'll have to go with one tire compound will be available at the time. But there will be having one mandatory requirement. We'll have to go with a stop and go strategy by having some selection. So I have to get switched up onto the hard racing compound tires and get ready to roll. 14 laps for the number of players up to 16 by having a rolling start to be as usual. 6 turns might be quite very good to be as a piece of cake moment ever since I have finished in 3rd place. Well, mostly because it takes hard work and keep on focus to be doing some slipstream by the main focusing by facing with stronger opponents when entering in the top 3 position. So for having today's BOP/tuning forbidden, we'll be doing on high speed. Specified to be on car settings. One pit stop available. We'll have to call out to have some different strategy to be on the number of laps. So grab your Group 4 race car, depends on different liveries or different race cars to be eligible to be participate. BOP regulations set up automatically, and do your best out there, viewers. Mastering the high speed ring track is all about becoming the most all-time favorites in every Gran Turismo history. Let's get it on and drive faster to take 6 turns. We'll be on the road. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, go and click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more, and don't forget to click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos in the later future. Now it is time to get ready to start the race. Let's begin. Tonight's race at High Speed Ring turns out to become greater and better to be on the twilight hour for having a clear weather forecast to be on a bright and sunny day. Tonight's temperature is going to be 62.6 degrees Fahrenheit, viewers. Just to see how the qualifier running time is going to be much more hard work in about over a minute and 15 seconds. But just gonna have to make sure to do the best racing while you can and watch out for turn number 2 and turn number 6. This one might have to go trickier and riskier to avoid a 1.5 second penalty by hitting the barrier. So let's do this, and the competition will start it out in about 3 seconds. Good luck, let's do this. The 2022 Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturers Cup is about to begin. Group 4 race car for the second time will be taking on in high speed ring once again for having a daytime condition to be on the twilight. So here's the first place driver, Carl de Ubo. Second place, Eddie Medrios. I'm all in third place. Next up, fourth place is V Mendoza is now ready to go. FIA-KIO is now entered in position 5. J Shiver 20 in 6th place in the Ford Mustang. Here's myself in 7th place for the UTRS Insportec livery. Metalhead 2001 in 8th place. 9th place we have Course_V Reaper 26 in the Subaru WRX. Raxa Luis Bena in 10th place. J Benio in 11th place. Hypic Ford 65 in 12th place. 13th place we have F Casella in the Dodge Viper Gr.4. Joseph has arrived in 14th place. 15th place Moose in the Subaru WRX Gr.4. And Elden Nubrio in position number 16 to be at the last. Rolling start, here we go, and keep a good watchful eye on the clip whenever it happens to do some interruption onto the video recording glitch. So this race will become much more excellent and well competitive to take 14 laps around in high-speed ring. Headlights are now turned on because we're starting out to be on the evening towards the twilight to be on lap number 1 to the 14. So here we go, you guys. The race will begin in about 3 seconds. Make sure have the best requirement strategy to be as a stop and go mandatory will go on the way. Let's get it on and go for round 2 at high speed ring in the Manufacturers Cup in the 2022 series. Carl de Ubo is now going in first to take turn 1. Speed up and pack up the acceleration for many racers will have to catch up and gonna have to take turn number 2 will get closer to be at the stopping point to be on the brake. So make sure it's gonna get much more tough crowded out there to be on the slipstream. But there it goes, looks like a contact just barely scratched in to be on the barriers to be scratched up to be well sparked. Sector 1 clear. Now going in on to Sector 2, viewers. This race might have to get serious and speed up whenever they can. There goes B Mendoza in the 2019 Toyota GR Supra GT4 is now currently to be at number 4. Coming in onto turn 4 to be clear. Tunnel to be straightaway to be proceed onto turn number 5 at Sector 3. There goes I'm all in position number 3 to step up and go for turn number 6. Outside cornering, do the perfect strategy to stay on top of the opponent. Splendid work. No contact by the scratch of the barrier to receive a penalty. It's all safe and good for now. 1 minute 22.966 seconds for Carl de Ubo in the 2019 Toyota GR Supra GT4 is now in the lead. Here comes lap number 2. Team UTRS Insportec moves on in position 5 to overtake 2 cars to be dropped down onto position 6 and 7. Now we have I Mullen and B Mendoza are about to go right in to take the side-by-side at turn number 2. Keep up the brake, stay steady. Toyota swoops in to be overtake to be on 3rd position, while Alfa Romeo is now going to be dropped down onto 5th place before Team Insportec in the Chevy Corvette C7 Gr.4 step up to be on Sector 2 to enter onto turn number 3. Splendid work strategy, and here comes turn number 4. Keep up the pace. Now going to have to go straight up forward to be at the tunnel to be at the pass-through penalty line zone to be enter in onto the 3rd sector. And here comes the twilight nighttime. We'll have to take the action. We'll go on the way. 2 GR Supra race car is in the scene. Coming in onto turn 6, B Mendoza and Carl de Ubo is now going to be currently onto position 2 and 3 in the same GR Supra. Lap number 3 is on the way. Now for Team Insportec, we'll have to catch up for only 2 GR Supra cars between position number 2 and 3. So here it comes. Turn 1 is going to have to pack up the acceleration. Stay steady and go for the left side to be well packed up to be on the proceed overtake. But here it comes. Let's step up and go for turn number 2 by the incoming approach. Stay well defended and stay safe to avoid a 3-second for Carl de Ubo, while J Shiver 20 in the Ford Mustang Gr.4 is now going to be passed on to be at position 3. But looks like FIA KAO in the Volkswagen Scirocco Group 4 steps in to be at turn 3. Coming in onto turn 4, we'll have to catch up and build a slipstream onto J Shiver 20. There goes Carlo De Ubo in a Toyota GR Supra GT4 race car is now slowing down by enter the tunnel, crossing the penalty line and slows down after taking 3 seconds. Now for horse_beat Reaper 26, we're having an update in the fastest lap. 1 minute 16.242 seconds is now doing much fine achieve racing in Team Subaru. He's doing a good job out there to stay on in to keep up the pace and go forward to be on position 5. On to lap number 4, 10 more to go remaining. This race is going to become much more fine night racing to be better than before. But the Twilight condition is going to be much more perfect to be at high speed ring. Just like rain condition back from test season 2 in round 4 is going to have to do some hard work to be on the rain condition to be step up and go exercise caution. But I know this is going to be doing some best concentration to see how many Group 4 racers will have to do some concentration ever since to be on the test season. But now it's the official online tournament to be on a clear condition to be on daytime. But the daylight is burning, so the headlights will be set to be turned full for the action, just like having a night race around onto the track. On to Sector 3, here we have Metalhead 2001 in the scene on position 4 for the Team Mustang Group 4 manufactured by Ford. But now it's about to go right in to catch up to FIA KO in position 3, step up and go build the slipstream to proceed onto the FR layout, and there goes Daka_Killer have left the lobby, will have to take another chance to go for the next race. Lap number 5, here I go and go for another round. Splendid work, doing the main ongoing strategy to be on the ropes for Team Insportec on the last minute. 2 Ford Mustangs, 1 Chevy Corvette to take the battle for second place until Eddie Medeiros in the Honda NSX Group 4 is gonna have to stay well defended in position number 1 at the spot. But there goes Sector 2. Keep coming in onto the S turns to be entered onto the inside apex job. Splendid work. Gonna have to keep going hard on the left, entered onto the tunnel until 2 Mustangs will have to stay well defended onto each other before coming back onto Sector 3 at the end of lap number 5 to be entered onto turn 5 onto turn 6. That's more like it. The strategy is going well set, changed up onto a racer will have to get much more evaded. But there goes Team Insportec, overtakes by entering lap number 6 by proceed onto 4th place to go on to turn number 1. Pack up the speed onto the 6th gear, and there goes 2 Mustangs will have to catch up to do the side-by-side for Metalhead 2001 AJ Shiver 20. But that's not all, because the brake zone will have to go enter in, and oh boy, it looks like there goes a spin out. Metalhead 2001 just took a spun out at turn 2. We'll have to call out to be on the instant replay. This is so very close for having 2 Mustangs. We'll have to stay strong and keep battle out to each other. Clearly, Metalhead 2001 just dropped down from position number 2 on to position 7 before J Shiver 20 moves on to be in the super spot to be on the number 2. But we're getting closer on to Eddie Medeiros in the Honda NSX Group 4 in about 3.3 seconds to go remaining. Just you wait to see how this race will have to go harder and better to dominate high-speed ring at the twilight nighttime. There goes the yellow flag. 2 racers has entered the pits, along with Team Insportec moves on to be at position number 1. That's the ticket. First place, here I come, and FIA_KAO_ in the Volkswagen Scirocco Group 4 steps in about 1.1 seconds remaining. Now we have Metalhead 2001 to be achieved onto the fastest lap is 1:15.138 seconds. Is going to be having some fine effort out there for doing a strong perfect opportunity to be in the FR Group 4 layout. Mostly for Ford Mustang and Chevy Corvette to be in the same Group 4 class, is all about doing the best perfect time effort to go faster and find your new strategy to have a new level to step up and go well defended to be on a high pace. But there goes a received chat message during the gameplay. We have 13 racers left standing to be part of the second method, but also to have the first one to be as the original, since I have entered to be on the second race entry. But it will also to take much more fine racing, more skills to see that every Group 4 racers during the Manufacturers Cup. But it still have to take more time and gonna have to reach up to stop at pit stop on to lap number 13 at the end. Press on to be at lap number 8. The bar quality check is gonna have to keep it well stable balance. Several on the yellow and 2 of them to be on the orange, including myself, because it has to take plenty more patient time to be well respond to be going back up onto the green. Hold on, wait a second, looks like that might have a situation problem out there, folks. It's Jay Benell is now moved on to be at position number 1 by the unexpected. Looks like the standings is going to be quite fixed up to be well resolved. Good thing it's back to normal, but good day in first place to be on one piece. Phew, what a relief. This race might be turned south by having a correction to become a short amount of error. But here comes FIA_KAO_ in position 2 in the Volkswagen Scirocco Group 4. Coming in and take turn number 6 to be at the outside turn. We'll have to step up and go acceleration to proceed forward onto the green flag. We'll have to be moved on to be in the next lap on to number 9. But there it goes. Looks like a fierce battle showdown between the FF versus FR to take the battle for first place. Let's see how Volkswagen and Team Chevy will go battle out to be currently to be on the number 9 lap. But it also comes in to have the oversteer versus understeer to take the battle before coming in onto turn number 2. Pull the brake, stay steady, and go wide perspective to see how the skills is going to be well packed up. And there goes Volkswagen, take the left side after Team Insportec in the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4 will have to go exercise caution by entering turn number 2. But there we go, looks like the S turns onto turn 3 and 4, and Volkswagen overtakes Team Chevy. We'll have to go right back, and there goes again. Splendid work and perfect time to go oversteer to beat the understeer Group 4 car to get settled in to have a main progression to stay in first place. Now here comes turn number 6 again. Reached up towards the end of lap number 9 and pack it up onto the acceleration onto gear number 6. Keep up the pace, go clean, and go competitive to have much more fun racing moment to be in the FIA Gran Turismo Championship to be in the World Series. 4 more laps to go. Team Insportec still got everything to be stay strong to be back on the rocks. But it also takes a few more gap distance to go remaining for several racers, for only 12 of them just left standing. But only 2 of them are still gonna have to keep right in to keep pushing in onto the next sector in number 2. Proceed onto turn number 3 and 4 by the S's for Team Insportec, but looks like FIA_KAO is not giving up yet. Going hard on the left by exit onto turn 4. Third straightaway to be coming in onto the tunnel to enter sector 3. Turn 5 proceed. Now Volkswagen steps up and go for the offense to take the chase onto Team Chevy in turn number 6. But it's not over yet, because going offense and defense for only 2 cars will have to be well proceed and keep going forward to be in the next lap. And there we go. Lap number 11. Only 3 more to go remaining. Perfect fine on the night time, you guys. High speed ring turns out to become more perfect to have the headlights. We'll have to turn the lights on for doing a real part of the competition. Just like pretend that we're racing at 24 Heroes Du Mans racetrack. Now we're gonna have to take the next turn to be on to number 2. dive in, speed it up, and go quickly. Volkswagen takes the advantage to go upper hand. But now gonna have to pack up with a defense and break through. Volkswagen is now sneaking in until Team Insportec will have to stay on defense. Excellent strategy, and stay on the main gap distance by exactly 0.4 seconds behind. But we're almost there, viewers. This race will might have to get closer by exactly 18 minutes for having a duration time for doing round 2 in the Manufacturers' Cup. Coming out onto turn 6, Team Insportec moves on and take the hard push to be on the high stakes, to be well packed up, to be stay in, to be entered onto lap number 12. FIA_KAO_ in the Volkswagen Scirocco Gr.4 is stay on the main pushing offense to be on the ropes. And also for Eddie Medrios in the Honda NSX Gr.4 is now going to have to stay on to be at position number 3. But looks like J Shiver 20 and Horse_B Reaper 26 is still going to have to keep right at it to be proceed on. Two of them are about to be on a chase on turn 1, coming in to take the second straightaway towards turn number 2. And there goes Volkswagen overtakes Team Chevy for having a short comeback moment. So let's go for the chase and follow the lineup. We'll have to proceed on to lap number 13 to be at the recommend pit. But not yet. But we're still currently to be at lap number 12 towards the end. Here comes Sector 3 for 2 drivers during the battle for first place. KAO in the Volkswagen Scirocco Gr.4 steps in and go for the hard defense before Team Insportec comes back to go for another round to be on the offense. Pack up the high speed, do the left side, and go overtake to proceed on to lap number 13. But here it comes. The top risk will have to call in to be having one pit stop available for the recommend. Stop and go, viewers. Stop and go will have to do the mandatory requirement. Will proceed forward without having a 1-minute penalty. So here we have a fastest lap update is Roxa_Luis Bena is now take the new achieved time. 1 minute 15.141 seconds. Excellent job and fine perfect match reference to be as a 141. The competition always goes on by having a perfect decibel as a reference. So now let's kick it up and get back on to take position number 1 after K-Alo lead. 13 seconds away from the third place driver. Talking about having an ongoing battle between the FR versus FF, will have to step up and go harder to be on the offense. It's going to have to get closer to be at the final lap. But here it comes. Let's call in to be at the pit stop. We'll have to do a stop and go strategy to be on the stepping method. So let's don't change on the tires and refuel requirement. I hope Eddie Medrios will have to take the chance to go position number 1. FIA_KAO and myself will have to stay in the same position. Checkpoint proceed. Now going clear and proceed as well. Alright, looks like J Shiver and Horse_B Reaper 26 is now proceed on to position 2 and 3. Here comes the final lap, and Eddie Medrios in a Honda NSX Gr.4 takes the perfect comeback after having an ongoing defense when doing third position. But hold on, looks like we have 2 cars accompanied by having a contact in turn number 2. Call out the yellow flag. Horse_B Reaper 26 and J Shiver 20 takes the recovery after Horse B Reaper 26 just took a spun out. So far so close. Good thing that Team Insportec just barely have a good clear-eyed witness. That's how what happens. Turn number 2 is very tricky to go faster and keep up the maintain formation. But now, looks like Eddie Medrios is going to have to take turn number 6 to be at the final stretch. Team Honda is going in to take the win at the podium in round 2 in season 2 of the 2022 Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturers Cup. And he did it. One Brazilian racer takes the finish line at the podium. Team Honda wins the race at high speed rank, viewers. what an outstanding racing talent performance. Good job, viewers. Good job. And also for Team UDRS Insportec steps up and ends up to be at position number 3. Bronze medal. And looks like J Shearer 20 in the Ford Mustang Group 4 have received a 2-second penalty. But you did good out there, J Shearer 20. You did good. Talk about having a good high-speed racing moment to be in the Group 4 class for the second time ever since we raced on the ring edition. But now, daytime and clear weather forecast is all about having 1 star earned to be on the perfect highlight. Now that's a high-speed ring competition in round 2, viewers. 3rd place for Team UDRS Insportec to be on the bronze. Alright, looks like 43,744 credits. 3rd place and doing an updated record to have this part moment to be saved a replay. There we go. Replay saved to be on the highlights. And final outcome for having 1 conversation after the race ends. So now, Eddie Medeiros in the Honda NSX Group 4 take the win for having 1st place to be reached up at the finish line to go golden medal. Good job for Team Honda, driven by Eddie Medeiros for doing a 1st position to represent the country of Brazil. 2nd place is FIA_KAO_ in the Volkswagen Scirocco Group 4. Talk about having a perfect ongoing rivalry between the FR versus FF is going to have to do a fine hard work racing. But that's not all, because just going to have to leave a message to congratulations for FIA_KALO for doing a good win. Good job, you guys. Good job, and much more challenging to be going to stay on the track for doing a high speed moment. What a tonight's race in round 2 in season 2 for the 2022 series Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturers Cup. What a tonight's race at high speed ring for the 2nd time ever since from test season 2 in the 4th round to be on the ring condition. Now it's going to be on the clear weather to be on the twilight condition, but it turns out to become brighter and night racing to be on the sunset. But it was a lot of fun and well to be enjoyed to be in the official online tournament. As for right now, round 2 is complete before moving on in round 3 for the next race before at the end of August. August 27, 2022 on next Saturday, we are racing at Sardegna Road Track B to be on the Group 3 class before moving on in September to be on round 4 and 5 to be on the Group 4 class to be as a conclusion. WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca and Blue Moon Bay Speedway in Field B to be at the ready. But we'll have to make sure to have 1 race before moving on in the 27 to be on the 3rd round. But in the meantime, it also takes 5 race entry will be available when you're racing in high speed ring during the competition in round 2. Practice well, race hard, and make your chances to be in the top 3 position. So let's get ready and go back to the garage, but also to have 1 roulette ticket to be available for only a single day. Talk about having a reminder notice, because I've been working on it to keep filling out to have exactly to be at least 25 tickets to be needed. But oh well, just only 1 ticket and that's it. So let's see which prize should I get. 3 kinds of parts, new engine, and invitation. Correction, and just what I need. The Citroen invitation. I'll make sure I'll have to hold on to it until September 19. Talk about having a late gift is going to be perfect just for me. Well, I guess that might have to do a perfect time before we're going to have to get ready to wrap this up until at the end. So much things to do, and continue on to be in the full walkthrough after completed from the World Touring Car 700 Championship event. But I can't wait to see how it turns out to be participate to collect 3 rally cars before moving on to take the next walkthrough to be in the journey. Thank you for watching on my video in Gran Turismo 7, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. And don't forget to follow me on any social media platforms like DeviantArt, Instagram, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.